Now, I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but if Bianca Censori is, she may want to find a new husband because Kanye West is about to be flat broke. An emerging report claimed that Kanye West is drowning in tax penalties attached to US properties he has abandoned since his Tokyo move. Kanye West posted a major net worth update on his Instagram. He took to his profile, which he's prone to wiping clean, to flaunt his billionaire title to his 20.5 million followers. Adding to his currently expanding monochrome IG feed aesthetic, his post read, "In 2025, Ye's net worth stands at 2.77 billion USD as confirmed by Eaton Venture Services." He further claimed that the whopping valuation was based on his music portfolio and his sole ownership of the Yeezy mark. Meanwhile, West's caption merely mentioned "la la la la," which appears to allude to the opening lyrics of his track Can't Tell Me Nothing. The latest development completely flips over the picture from just 2 years ago when the controversial, rapper said that he was 2 months away from possibly declaring bankruptcy. His previous alleged financial fumble came after Adidas called off their partnership with Yeezy as Kanye's, contentious social media rants came to light amid reports that he similarly subjected his employees to anti-Semitic remarks. Adidas cutting ties with the hip-hop artist is believed to have cost him about $2 billion. His lucrative partnerships with Adidas and Gap were major sources of income for him. The loss of these partnerships has resulted, of course, in a significant decline in his income. In 2022, the company released a statement condemning Kanye West's, anti-Semitic outbursts that said, "Ye's recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous, and they violate the company's values of diversity and inclusion, mutual respect, and fairness." In an attempt to build his reputation and brand up from the ground again, he claimed to have invested $7 million to produce his Vultures album and a Super Bowl ad. Now, back then he admitted, "I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, I was 2 months from going bankrupt and I put everything I had into it," the album and the Super Bowl ad. During the interview, West also revealed that Yeezy had generated about $19.3 million from the Super Bowl ad, and Vultures was holding down the #1 spot in 100 countries. When asked if he believes, the scandal actually helped him, the rapper said, "It wasn't about the controversy, it was about being able to say how you felt out loud." He explained, "If I didn't have the various skill sets of music and clothing and fan base, they would have been able to destroy me, but because we had all of these skill sets, somehow I'm here inside of this universe able to fight." The rapper was also asked if he regrets making the anti-Semitic statements, and he said that everyone has, got the right to their opinion. While West's ad may have seemed bizarre, especially in comparison to the glossy big project ads other brands did, tons of fans appreciated the simplicity. After it aired, many took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to share their opinions, calling it a stroke of marketing genius. One fan wrote, "The genius that is Kanye West put a commercial on the Super Bowl that will trend beyond the Super Bowl." Another person tweeted, "I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I've seen this ad like 3 times. Pretty genius of you, actually." Kanye also notified that he and his wife Bianca Censori moved to Italy for survival. He clarified, saying, "We moved to Italy. We moved to the factories and we survived. We survived through the cancellation. We're back #1. Contrary to Kanye West's new social media declaration, the Sun US reported that his debt was racking up. Property taxes are seemingly taking a huge toll on him since he abandoned his house and the $6.7 million Yeezy headquarters in America. The outlet contended that he owes a minimum of about $365,000 across 6 properties, including penalties for non-payment. On top of that, he is believed to have been hit with about $3,272 in additional penalties per month. Now, West is reportedly also expected to pay about $82,000 by April 10th on some of his Los Angeles properties. If not fulfilled, the Los Angeles County Treasurer and tax collector will hit him with financial punishment. The Vultures album maker's real estate profile includes his $6.7 million Yeezy headquarters in West Hollywood, a $1.5 million church building in Northridge, 2 Calabasas homes. He's got, in his divorce from Kim Kardashian, a Westlake townhouse, and his last year purchase of a $35 million Beverly Hills home. West has since deserted these properties, and their, mounting tax bills reportedly remain unpaid, while he's now settled in Tokyo with Bianca. Kanye has also suffered financial losses from his Yeezy brand. Kanye's, Yeezy brand, which includes his fashion line and footwear, has been facing a lot of financial difficulties. The brand has struggled to maintain profitability, and West has had to invest his own money just to keep the brand afloat. I haven't seen anyone rocking any Yeezy stuff lately, so this kind of adds up to me. His streaming service Tidal has also not been successful at all, so yet again, another financial hit. Kanye West's financial woes aren't slowing down. Several lawsuits are threatening the controversy-riddled rapper. Now, the rapper's ex-assistant Lauren Piscata has accused him of SA in a lawsuit. The lawsuit reveals disturbing text messages between West and his now wife Bianca Censori. Piscata alleges an incident involving being sedated unknowingly occurred during a studio session in Santa Monica, causing her to feel disoriented and lose control over her body. Piscata, while sharing details, mentioned the rapper ordered her a drink, after which she began feeling a little woozy, off balance, and just out of it. And she said the next morning when she woke up, she had no recollection of what had happened, but just knew something was wrong and felt a lot of shame, embarrassment, and confusion. The studio session is alleged to have happened years before Piscata actually worked for Kanye in 2021 and 2022. Kanye was allegedly upset that his ex-wife Kim Kardashian commented on the rapper and Piscata. She claimed that, Kanye told Kardashian the two hooked up and left out the actual true nature and severity of what he did to her. After Piscata informed Kanye that she couldn't recall the night at the studio, he allegedly laughed it off and just said that, women always love to say they don't remember things. A representative for Kanye, in a statement to the Washington Post in June of last year, criticized the whole thing and said they were just, baseless allegations against him, and wrote that Piscata, was actively pursuing him in order to get employment and other material benefits, then engaged in blackmail and extortion when her advances were rejected. In addition to this lawsuit, he has also been involved in several other lawsuits over the past few years, including one with EMI Music Publishing and another one with Nike. These have, of course, resulted in significant financial losses for him. Kanye West's failed Donda Academy situation is also coming down hard on him, as former teacher Cecilia Haley and Sha'Carri Byers have sued him, citing multiple health and safety violations, as well as unlawful educational practices. The former teachers also alleged that they were not paid properly and had to work in extremely poor conditions. One of the teachers, actually, Tamani Meeks, claims she alerted administrators to a ton of safety hazards, such as exposed electrical wiring and loose flooring, but her concerns were just simply ignored. The lawsuit also alleges that the teachers face verbal attacks and intimidation. Additionally, the teachers claim they were not provided with any necessary resources or support to effectively even teach their students. The lawsuit will go on trial in April, so I'll have to follow up with y'all later on this one in the year. Other lawsuits have also accused him of harboring a hostile workplace environment and subjecting employees to emotional distress. So working for Kanye just seems horrible, honestly. So much tax debt in 2022 as well. It was actually reported that Kanye West owed over $50 million in taxes to the IRS. This actually led to the IRS freezing 4 of his bank accounts. In addition to his federal tax debt, he also owes property taxes on 6 of his properties, and if he doesn't pay up to $83,000 by April 10th, he will be punished. Now, lastly, his horrible spending habits. Kanye West is known for his extravagant spending habits, which has contributed to his financial difficulties. He has spent millions on luxury cars, jewelry, other lavish items. His spending habits are truly eye-opening, and this might explain, his claimed $53 million debt. West allegedly spent $500 a day for haircuts while touring with Rihanna back in 2015. He gifted Jay-Z a $34,000 golden skull for Father's Day once. He bought 2 custom Hermes Birkin bags for his ex-wife Kim Kardashian, and we know how much a non custom Birkin bag is alone, so think about that. But also, the custom bag he gave Kim is so ugly. I would have been so pressed to have to sport that in public. He also allegedly spent thousands of dollars on roses for Kim, purchased her a $39,000 fur coat for Christmas one year. West even allegedly spent $767,000 on gold-plated toilet seats for all of his homes. Why? I don't know. And it's been said that he's rented private jets for his family, with one costing a whopping $100,000. These OTT purchases, combined with his lavish lifestyle, might have been a huge contributing factor to his financial woes right now.
It seems like Kanye West has done everything he can to ruin his own life. From his Twitter rants to selling problematic clothes, here's his decisions that resulted in him destroying his life. Now, first off, we have to talk about him on the Grammys red carpet with his wife Bianca Censori. Kanye was wearing an all-black outfit and Bianca was seen in a long black fur coat. But she then removed her coat on the carpet, revealing her nearly naked body with a nude-hued sheer dress without underwear or a bra. Now, there are videos of this interaction, and while posing for photographers, Kanye said to her, "You're making a scene now," to which she nodded in agreement. He then added, "Make a scene and I say it'll make so much sense," before telling his wife to drop it behind you and then turn. "I got you," he reportedly consoled Bianca, who responded with, "All right, let's go." And then she dropped the coat, shocking everyone. Now, she was pretty much naked and people were confused and also disgusted about this. Now, Kanye even stepped to the side so photographers could take photos of her. It was just straight up weird, and this isn't the first time the couple have been in hot water. On January 13th, 2023, TMZ reported that the couple had secretly wed in a private ceremony. Now, many people were concerned about this, as Bianca looks exactly like Kim Kardashian, Kanye's ex, and people are concerned for Bianca's well-being. Kanye appears to control everything that she wears, or should I say lack of what she wears. Bianca, blink twice if you need help, is a frequent comment on their posts. People have accused Kanye of dehumanizing his wife and exploiting her body for profit, which I can't say that I disagree with. Now, there's also speculation that Bianca's friends and her parents have expressed concerns about her relationship with Kanye. Bianca's father, Leo, wants to have a proper sit down with Kanye and ask him what the hell he is thinking when he parades Bianca around like a trashy naked trophy pony, said a source close to Bianca. He wants to ask Kanye what he would do if his daughters North or Chicago were seen in public half naked in outfits encouraged by their husbands, the source said. And then there's the Twitter rant that he went on recently that was just filled with disgusting things. Now, he tweeted about him and his wife's choice to let her be nude on the Grammys red carpet and said, "I have dominion over my wife. This ain't no woke feminist shh. She's with a billionaire. Why would she listen to any of you? She definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without my approval, you stupid woke pawns." Now, in another tweet he said, "Anyone who called my wife's Grammy look a stunt is dumb and lame. Yes, you. She's been dressing naked for 2 years. Now, all of a sudden, it's a stunt." Then Kanye went on to defend his fellow rapper Diddy, who is in jail for committing various serious crimes. "Please free my brother Puff, and I stood up for Puff and I'm still winning 20 Grammys next year and doing the Super Bowl," he tweeted. Now, Kanye also revealed that he started selling shirts where proceeds would go to Diddy. "At Yeezy.com, I'm selling the Sean John collaboration that me and my brother spoke about before they locked him up. We splitting the profits 50-50, he shared on social media. Now, after this, Diddy's Instagram account posted, "Thank you to my brother at Yeezy.com. Now, not to mention, Kanye has sold some other problematic shirts as well, which was honestly just not okay. Then there was the time he shocked everyone at the end of his SNL episode where he wore a Make America Great Again hat and went on a rant that nobody knew about. In his 2018 appearance, Kanye had asked the oblivious cast and crew to to join him on stage before launching into the impromptu remarks, only a snippet of which made it to air, including several hot takes about race and politics. "They bullied me backstage," Kanye said. "They said don't go out there with that hat on. They bullied me." Now he then went on to praise the then president. "Follow your heart and stop following your mind," he said. "That's how we're controlled. That's how we're programmed. If you want the world to move forward, try love. Thank y'all for giving me this platform," he said. Now NBC declined to comment on Kanye's actions, but it seems like no one really knew what he was going to do, and if they did, they definitely would have tried to stop him. So Kanye West is known for his rants, and he went on a lot of them when he and Kim Kardashian divorced, and then when she started dating Pete Davidson. Now Kanye claims that he and Pete were friends, so the fact that he went and dated Kim was the ultimate betrayal. Kanye then made it his mission to diss Pete any way he could, which was essentially him just bullying him all over the internet. Now Kim and Pete first met when she hosted an episode of Saturday Night Live on February 7th, 2022, but in August 2022, the couple broke up. Now a reason for their breakup probably had to do with Kanye. Kanye then made a song and a music video about taking Pete's life, and he named him Skeet. Now eventually at one point Kanye leaked texts between him and Pete, and he posted this to prove to his fans that he wasn't letting Pete near his family. Pete says, "As a man, I'd never get in the way of your children. It's a promise. How you guys go about raising your kids is your business and not mine. I hope one day I can meet them and we can all be friends." But then Kanye replies in all caps, "No, you will never meet my children." Then Kanye shared a message supposedly from Kim, further exposing his relationship with his fans. Kim said, "You are creating a dangerous and scary environment, and someone will hurt Pete, and this will all be your fault." And Kanye once again, in all caps, said, "Upon my wife's request, please nobody do anything physical to Skeet. I'm going to handle the situation myself." Now it seems like he hated letting Kim go and continued to embarrass her. With that in mind, all the times he went back and forth with Kim on social media, exposing their personal business, was just too much. At one point, he posted on Instagram in February 2022 saying, "Yesterday, Kim accused me of putting a hit out on her. I'm being accused of putting a hit on her. These ideas can actually get someone locked up. They play like that with black men's lives, whether it's getting them free or getting them locked up. I'm not playing about my black children anymore." He then later posted, "Hold your spouse close. Make sure they know how much you love and appreciate them, because there's a Skeet lurking in every dirty alley waiting to help destroy your family. At Kardashian, always remember West was your biggest W." Now he then posted text messages between him and Kim where she asked him to stop sharing personal things like their text messages. "I know sharing screenshots was jarring and came off as harassing Kim," Kanye wrote in part. "I take accountability. I'm still learning in real time. I don't have all the answers. To be a good leader is to be a good listener." But then he continued to post screenshots of their conversations. Some other notable posts he made were, "God, please bring our family back together." He wrote alongside several photos of Kim and their kids. And then weeks after Queen Elizabeth passed away, he posted, "London, I know how you feel. I lost my queen too." While Kanye has calmed down with posts about Kim, this behavior is just so alarming and honestly really shocking. And finally, we have his Donda Academy. It was his private Christian K-12 prep school, and tuition was $15,000 per school year, and there were rumors flying around about the parents of students having to sign NDAs. Now, two sources close to Donda students claim that those associated with the school were asked to sign confidentiality agreements, while a third source said they were not permitted to discuss the school at all. Now, Kanye had a rough 2022 with just being, well, a horrible person, and due to this, the school shut down that year on October 27th. We intend to begin afresh in September of 2023, and we are confident that our scholars will continue to advance as the creative innovators, courageous influencers, and academic leaders of the next generation, Principal Jason Angle wrote in an email that was sent to parents the night of October 26. It said the Donda leadership team would assist all families during the transition, but it seems like it never got back up and running. Donda Academy is currently listed as closed by the California Department of Education, which is honestly probably a good thing.
Kanye West has a dark past, but even darker secrets. Some leaked footage exposes not only who he is, but what he's done, so get ready. Kanye West broke his silence as leaked footage of an intimate S-tape resurfaced amid a split from his wife Bianca Censori. The controversy comes as West faces personal challenges, including a split from Censori, who is reportedly overwhelmed by his recent unpredictable behavior. Kanye has spoken out after resurfaced allegations about a tape involving him gained traction. The controversy reignited after Hollywood fixer Kevin Blatt claimed he had prevented the tape from being made public over a decade ago. In 2012, a private intimate tape featuring Kanye West and an unidentified woman surfaced, leading to a scandal that made headlines worldwide. In response to a post featuring screenshots of Blatt's claims, West said on X, or as we used to know it, Twitter, "That was a fun night, can't wait to see it again." His remark posted Friday night quickly grabbed attention. Blatt, known for his work in the online adult entertainment industry, made the claim shortly after West's recent, anti-Semitic rants on social media. In his Instagram story, Blatt wrote, "Hey, at ye, remember that tape I helped you take off the market for you in 2012 in Vegas?" His post included a shirtless image of West, adding, "Yeah, didn't forget about what a horrible performance and small blank you had." Blatt later said that he intended to teach West a lesson by doing so. The tape was allegedly recorded in actually 2008, but it didn't surface until 2012. The tape was said to have been stolen from West's computer. The tape reportedly also showed West engaging in very explicit acts with an unidentified woman. Now, the woman's face was not visible in the tape at all, leading to speculation about her identity. In September 2012, Radar Online reported that a tape featuring West was being shopped around to various media outlets. The website claimed that the tape was about 20 minutes long and showed West engaging in these acts with the woman. Now, West's lawyer, quickly responded to these reports, threatening to sue anyone who published or distributed the tape. West himself didn't publicly comment on the scandal, and his lawyers quickly responded to the reports, just again threatening to sue anyone who had it. The identity of the woman in the tape again was never confirmed. Some reports suggested, that she was a model or maybe an actress, while others claimed that she was just a random woman West had met maybe at a party. The tape scandal led to a media frenzy, with many outlets reporting on the story, and Kanye's reputation took yet another hit, and he faced criticism for some fans, and fellow celebrities. According to reports, West actually paid the woman in the tape about $250,000 to prevent her from actually speaking publicly about the tape or selling it to any outlets. The settlement was allegedly part of a confidentiality agreement that prohibited the woman from discussing the tape or Kanye's personal life. The tape scandal was a major controversy, for West in 2012, and it led to a lot of negative publicity for the rapper, and of course now that it's resurfaced, it's a big talking point because many people are claiming it likely would expose a lot of additional dark secrets that West has been hiding to this day. It's not surprising that West has struggled with various personal demons, controversies, and scandals that have threatened to derail his career and reputation. Kanye West has been open about his struggles with mental health, particularly with bipolar disorder. In 2016, West was hospitalized for a psychiatric emergency after a series of just erratic and very concerning behavior. He later revealed that he had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and had been struggling with the condition for years. Now, despite his openness about his mental health struggles, West had faced criticism for his handling of the issue. Some have accused him of using his mental health as an excuse for all of his bad behavior, while others have praised him for his courage in speaking out about his struggles. Kanye, as we know, has been involved in just numerous high-profile feuds with celebrities over the years, and one of the most notable one, was with Taylor Swift, which of course began at the 2009 VMAs when he stormed the stage and interrupted her acceptance speech. Now, West has also had public feuds with celebrities like Jimmy Kimmel, Justin Timberlake, and Drake. In some cases, these feuds have been fueled by West's, outspoken and often, divisive kind of opinions on social media. Kanye has been, a vocal critic of the music industry and its treatment of artists. In 2013, West actually went on a tirade against the Grammy Awards, accusing the organization of being racist and biased against black artists. He has also been critical of the music industry's, handling of royalties and artist compensation. Now, back in 2016, he launched a public campaign against Tidal, a music, streaming service owned by Jay-Z, accusing the company of ripping off artists. It didn't amount to anything though, and wasn't even really talked about much. Now, in 2013, he was sued by a paparazzo who claimed that West had attacked him at the Los Angeles International Airport. The photographer Daniel Ramos was sitting outside of the airport with a group of colleagues as the rapper came through. Now, according to his lawyer, when the photographer shouted, "Kanye, why can't we talk to you?" West tried to wrestle his camera out of his hands. The photographer fell to the ground and injured his right hip. Kanye, for this incident, got basically like a little slap on the wrist. The judge ordered him to attend like 24 anger management sessions, perform 250 hours of community service, and pay restitution to the victim. Kanye West's 2018 interview with TMZ is one of the most infamous moments of his career, and the footage as proof will forever haunt him, but it also exposed some dark secrets and thoughts that he has. Like, those people who just be saying whatever comes to mind? What do they call that? Letting your intrusive thoughts win? Well, yeah, that's like Kanye to a T. So on May 1st, 2018, West appeared on TMZ Live alongside conservative commentator Candace Owens to discuss his support for the president and his views on free thought. During the conversation, West made a statement that would spark widespread outrage. He said, "When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice." West's comment was met with immediate backlash from the TMZ staff, with one employee, Van, taking particular offense to the remark. West said, "Do you feel like I'm thinking free and feeling free?" Van then said, "I actually don't think you're thinking anything. I think what you're doing right now is actually the absence of thought." He then said, "There are real world, real life consequences behind everything that you just said." He continued to say, "And while you are making music and being an artist and living the life that you've earned by being a genius, the rest of us in society have to deal with these threats to our lives. We have to deal with the marginalization that has come from the 400 years of slavery that you said for our people was a choice." He concluded it by saying, "Frankly, I'm disappointed, I'm appalled, and brother, I am unbelievably hurt by the fact that you have morphed into something to me that's not real." It was basically the mic drop heard around the social media world. So many people on social media praised Van, and one person said, "Y'all, Van was sitting at his desk minding his own business. Little did he know that he would be called to give the testimony of his life." With another person saying, "Van is one of the few people that I've ever seen to shut down Kanye for this long while giving a class about real life for him." It's crazy because, watching it, you'll see Kanye kind of shocked and stopped in his tracks. Like, it's almost like he was like, "Man, ain't no one ever talked to me like that before." He was literally left speechless. Like, Van ate him all the way up and left not a single crumb. It looks like it was the first time he's ever been chastised or challenged. Now, West's argument was that, African Americans had been mentally imprisoned for centuries and that it was time for, them to kind of break free from that mindset. However, his comment was widely interpreted as, dismissive of the historical reality of slavery and the ongoing struggles of African Americans. In the aftermath of the interview, West faced, of course, intense criticism from across the entertainment industry and beyond. Many accused him of being ignorant and insensitive to the experiences of African Americans. West later attempted to clarify his comments, just saying he was trying to make a point about the importance of free thought and mental liberation. However, the damage had already been done. West's comments, on slavery sparked a national conversation about racism, privilege, and the responsibility of public figures to speak thoughtfully and accurately about sensitive topics. Love him or hate him, Kanye's West's, 2018 interview with TMZ was a moment that will be remembered for years to come. And Van, well, he's been like goated, and people around the world thanked him basically for his service. Kanye West's personal life and relationships have been the subject of much speculation and controversy over the years. In 2014, he married reality TV star Kim Kardashian, with whom he has 4 children. Now, Keeping Up with the Kardashians for many seasons offered a glimpse into their lives, but of course it didn't give us, the tea we all kind of hope for when it comes to Kanye. He was basically showcased in a pretty decent light. However, Kanye's marriage to Kim has not been without controversy. In 2016, Kim was robbed in Paris, and West was criticized for his response to the incident. These robbers basically tailed her and pretended to be police before banging into her hotel room with a firearm. She was actually tied up and of course scared as ever. They robbed her of about $5 million in jewelry and left her alone with plastic ties on her wrist, which she was actually able to squeeze out of and then go scream for help. Now, multiple sources confirmed that Kim was deeply shaken after the incident and actually went on to take take about a 3-month hiatus from the public's eye and social media. Many people thought Kanye didn't do enough to console her, and some even more sinister thoughts and rumors are that he actually ordered the hit. Sorry, I know that's so dramatic. Not hit, but like ordered the robbery to happen in order to draw, insane attention to the couple in order to just promote his album. Honestly, those are just rumors, okay? So don't come for me, but that's just what I heard through the grapevine. Kanye, is full of dark secrets, so not much would or could surprise me.